You know, I've been sitting there for the last few days, twiddling my fingers, talking to Patreons, thinking about why I still think in my head that, this could sound crazy, altered state machines Phonk protocol could actually still go on to doing a 100x return. If it sounds interesting, drop the like. Listen, stick around. It's going to be a mad one. It's going to be another mad one. I really have been sitting there for days. For those that are new, altered state machine changed to Phonk protocol. Now they're like, they're going in on AI agents, right? Essentially, it could be a good thing because the AI agents is hot. But let me just talk about altered state machine. What really brought my attention to altered state machine in the first place, and why I think right now, it's gonna sound mad, could probably be one of the best buys. And this is not financial advice. Everybody was shook. Everybody sold their flipping crypto. I took some profits. Everybody, that was in altered state, was unsure on what was going on, and you got shook. So this is for the people that are still unsure or have lost faith. Let me tell you what I think is going to happen. And I'll tell you what. Should they release one announcement on their Twitter saying something or saying, look at this AI agent, what we can do, you would have missed the chance. That would have been it. You just would have missed the chance. And what do I mean by the chance? I mean the chance to grab this at the most insane buy. But let's first talk about the background of why why did I invest in altered state in the first place? Why did I even show it to you in the first place? I remember seeing this, the Futureverse. This absolutely blew my mind when I came across this project, right? So, and as I'm on the website, I was scrolling down, I saw this whole ASM thing, and I was like, what's ASM? I didn't care about anything else. All I cared about was I wanted to buy this. I wanted to be one of the biggest holders of Futureverse. How do I do it? And the only way you could have done it was one of two ways. You could invest in the root network, which is what I did, because that's sort of like the backbone for this. Or you could have invested in altered state machine if you want, or both if you wanted to. And because, altered state machine was sort of like a side project that was, they were doing stuff for this project when it came to their, whatever, within this sort of ecosystem, right? You could use the altered state machines protocol to do certain things within this ecosystem. Like I said, Gen and everything else. Which, by the way, I think Gen, the 3D model stuff, I think it's all still there. I think that hasn't died when it comes to altered state machine. Yeah, the branding might not be as tight as what we saw before, but when you scroll down on their thingy, the posts and everything are still there. They didn't delete them. They're still there. So I think all of this, what we see here, the 3D model creation, is still a thing. I couldn't imagine why they'd spend so much time sharing this to just drop it completely. So that's a good thing that this, the altered state protocol is still there and it's still a thing. At least that's what I believe. But my most intention, it was this: how do I invest in Futureverse? Because I had saw things like this: how Futureverse partners with Warner Brothers, join forces, Ready Player One metaverse. This was one of the biggest flipping partnerships I had ever seen in crypto in my life. Talking about the Root Network and Ripple XRP, popular projects with millions of subscribers. XRP fans must love the thought of the Root Network and the whole Futureverse thing and everything else because it's tied to it. AI Ventures, they made this. So Futureverse made this thing called Readyverse, which is essentially what it is, what we're seeing, right? So let me come forward here. So you can roam in this Readyverse. You got this the IP of what do you call it? That Ready Player One. That's that guy from Ready Player One. He has the Back to the Future car and stuff. But this is just showcasing how you can be part of some sort of new type of metaverse or gameplay sort of thing to come in the future using Warner Brothers IP. And on top of that, when you look at all these different things like the arcade machine, all these different things, the car, this is all stuff that technically could be built or is built using altered state machines protocol. Now that here they call it Promptopia, an experimental AI sandbox in the Readyverse. I guess this is one of the areas, this one here, right? That allows players to create anything imaginable through simple text prompts. So, and it opens up that whole level of, we're dealing with gaming, we're still dealing with AI, Pumptopia blends multiplayer gaming with real-time AI asset creation. Now, like, you got to remember that the Readyverse is tied to the Futureverse. What Phonk did, or what Altered State Machine did, was they wanted to become closer to the Futureverse. They wanted to merge, and that's what this was. They wanted to merge. So when I think about it, I basically got what I wanted. I wanted to be able to invest in this because this is what made me go, wow, I need to be a part of this before it absolutely surges and kills. But Futureverse didn't have a token. So now, essentially, what you can say, the Phonk protocol now becomes closer to Futureverse to help with its Readyverse, all the 3D MOS assets and stuff. And it now essentially becomes sort of like the dominant token for Futureverse. So if you wanted to invest in this, you essentially will probably come to Phonk protocol. Now we talk about why I think it could probably be still one of the best buys and how this probably could go on to, you know, having those dream figures, you know, them 100Xs. It is still targeting one of the most strongest niches, which is AI agents right now. And I think AI agents is going to live on through the entire cycle. Whether that's another 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, whatever it is, I think it's going to live on. It's going to be dominant, man. Because you just keep seeing it and you keep seeing influencers, you know, boasting about the new AI stuff. And, you know, right now, AI agents are hot. But what I think is coming, a few things that are coming. Maybe robotics is too far ahead. But I do know after this, it could be AI communication. What do I mean? I mean, being able to talk with the AI. So, like, when I talk about Dasha that has the voice access, this could probably do it in the future. I still think I think there's something bigger than voice access. I think it's going to do with video communication, where AI, like if you have ChatGPT on your phone, you can tap the video thing so it opens up the camera. So, you know, if you're doing a video call with your mum or something or your dad, and then they can see you, but the AI can see you through your lens and you can say, what do you see? Or what do you see? You know, what do you see? What do you see? And it tells you what it sees through your camera lens. I think that's the next big leap for AI, with agents anyway. It's going to be communication. Us being able to talk to them, the voice access is going to make it fun. You're already starting to see other influencers have fun with the voice access of using AI agents with voice access, which is why Dasha can kill it, if this brings it. Yeah, man. And then I think the next step after voice access is the video chat, or being able to just see whether you see an AI avatar or whatever it is through this video chat, and you're talking to it and you're looking at it and it's moving around and acting and doing. That's the next level, which is why I've been looking at these kind of projects, underlying protocols that could probably do that. Will this do it? I don't know. Time will tell. But I have to start thinking about, why is this still a good buy? Because, and you do what you want to do. I don't care. I'm not here to convince anyone what you want to do. I know what I'm doing. And I still have half of my bags, which for me is a massive bag. You're talking near enough almost 6 figures, right? Because it's fallen a bit more in price since we're talking. Why did I still hold on to almost still 6 figures? Because I had to look at the bigger picture. I liked Altered State Machine because of what it was delivering, being able to bring this, this whole Altered State Protocol 3D models. Now think about the back end. The back end is, the team hasn't changed. Take my mouth. The team hasn't changed, which means the team that built this whole 3D model stuff, they're still there. No team members have changed. They're still here. And the ideas of Gen, the music generator and everything else, the team is still there. So because of that, all that's happened is we've seen these guys announce that they want to try and make movements in the AI agent space, which you could have done anyway with just the Altered State Machine, this token. Okay, you changed your token thing. But what we've seen is everybody that was invested in Altered State Machine because they liked that vision, they just sold out. That's what we saw. That's the reality of it. We saw the price dump, not because it got a rug pull, not because the team has changed or anything else, but because they tried to make a different vision, because they maybe in their heads they see a bigger vision with AI agents. Let me say this again. If we see a post come from, which is now called Phonk Protocol, if we see one post on their Twitter that comes and it showcases what they can do with AI agents, just watch this price, because it could flip so damn quick is as quick as it dropped. Now let's talk about the drop. I always say when people, you should be greedy when others are fearful, and you should be fearful when others are greedy. What do I mean? Well, when Bitcoin's really high up, let's use Bitcoin as an example. You usually see, where's that? You usually see, I forgot the you. YouTubers show you the fear and greed index. When it's overly bought, it's greedy and extreme greed. Smart money takes profits. And when it's really fearful, really down in the red, that's when you should be buying. Well, this is practically what I see. I see that everybody got shook. Everybody was maybe annoyed, angry, upset, shook, and they just sold out. They didn't think too much. They just, their emotions got the better of them, and they did based on what their emotions was doing. And we got to just keep it real, guys. You heard something that you didn't like, your emotions got funny, you sold. It's just that simple. From the top, 7 cents almost, which weren't too long ago, January, down to where it is now. I'm trying to measure up. It took a massive dump, but let's just go to where it is now. It's down 67%. And then I say to myself, because I was saying to the patrons, especially in the VIP group, I'm going to wait for it to fall to a penny, then I might just buy loads. And then I thought to myself, but how much lower can it actually fall? Usually you see it fall lower than like a 60 or 70% dump. In a bear market, in a full bear market, prices drop 80%, 86%. This has almost done that. And it's not even a bear market. It just changed over and some people lost faith in the project. So then I say to myself, how much lower can it really fall? Will I even get the chance for it to reach a penny? What if what if Phonk protocol drops a flipping AI bomb and shows us that this new tech that they've just was trying to show us, convince us all of in the first place, it actually does something really superior? Because I can tell you now, it will jump so damn fast, and the opportunity will be missed because it will just jump so damn fast. Once people see it, it's too late. You've missed the buy. Because this is what happens when people buy the rumor, sell the news, and things like that. So I'm not saying for you to go rush and buy this. You do what you want to do. I know what I'm doing. But I'm trying to think like a smart investor. What do I have? I have a project here that's claiming now that they're going to be killing it with the AI agents. AI agents is a hot thing. The movement's going to be long for a long time. We've got a price right now which is so damn appealing to any new people that come in. Look at the holders. Down here, there's 6,000 holders, 7,000 holders. How many were there before? What? 8,000 maybe? I don't know. So let's say 1,100 people sold out. Imagine the amounts of millions that are going to come into the crypto space. Just something to think about. Because these holders could increase dramatically. If these holders increase by tenfold, I can only imagine that the price would go up tenfold. These are the things that I'm thinking about. This could be short-lived. I don't know. We will see. And when I look at the RSI as well, let's take a look at the RSI, because when I buy and I invest and I'm doing stuff, I like to look at the charts. I like to have a clean look at what I'm dealing with here. So right now we are down near enough almost at the oversold. You can see this blue line is come right down. It's right down here, near enough coming into the oversold. The last time we saw it this low was, well, not even here. Look, this was a lot higher. But look at what happened here at this point in time when this RSI flipped and started to come back up. We saw the most gigantic run. And this is why I'm thinking that if we hear something or see something with Phonk protocol where it showcases its AI agent and it looks superior, that's a 400% pump. That was from this RSI being here, going right up to overbought up here. And that was the time to sell. Look, this was the time to sell. And then it's really funny actually, because if you take away the whole concept of, oh look, they're changing their name, they're changing this and they're doing that, what are you left with? You're left with a project that was really overbought up here in the 88, it was 85. Let's get to the top of it. 85 level. It was right up here, overbought 85, and it's just cooled off. When you look at it like that, it's just cooled off. I don't know what's going to happen to the project, but one thing I feel like is I think there could be still a good opportunity for this. 10x goes to 182 million, 100x goes to 1.8 billion. I think it probably still could, if we can see something from them showcasing what their AI agents can do, and I think that's what I'm going to bet on. I know they still have everything else. I know they still have the whole altered state protocol and everything else. The websites haven't been closed down or anything, and they still talk about it. If you look at over here, when you look at Readyverse, you know, they say this multiplayer gaming. It says Promptopia blends multiplayer gaming with real-time AI asset creation. Well, Promptopia, is that something to do with Phonk? This is what I need to know. But listen, they talk about Gen Music, which I know is Altered State Machine. This is. I'm sure this is dealt with Altered State Machine. I saw it on Altered State's prior website. Promptopia lays the foundation for user-generated content. This is all October 9th. I'm going to have to look to see if Promptopia is similar to what we're dealing with over there. I'm going to have to see if it's the same thing. What's this? Oh, that's just loads of different random things. So, yeah, I wanted to share my thoughts on this, share with you why I still think that this could still be a diamond in the rough. That's had a rough moment. And why this could be the steal of a lifetime. You don't buy when things are overbought. You buy when it's down and people are shook. And that's what I'm thinking. If this starts to go up over the next 2 weeks or a month, and we start seeing it come above 3 cents again, some of you might kick yourself. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it here. If it was helpful to you, drop that like, give me a subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. I haven't lost hope in this yet. I was pissed off because, you know, I like the whole flipping brand, and I was almost going to swear. But I'm not like, I haven't lost hope in it. I think that it just takes one thing. Just show us one thing. Show us something that you can do with your AI agents. Blow us away. Watch your price blow. It's just that simple. And then the ones that take this opportunity now to grab this dump, maybe the ones that laugh. Guys, thank you for watching. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.